Can you shut them up for sure when you hear them? Do your ears stick out?
Do your ears stick out? Mine used to. We have them in studio this morning, one of my favorite days of the year, even though it's bittersweet. It is the Southeast Missourian Junior Contest for Law Enforcement Memorial. In studio, we have these lovely children that I'm very excited to talk to today. They have won coloring contests, poem contests, and essay contests. Let's welcome first, is it Josie Gone? How do I say your name?
Gone.
Gone, G-O-H-N, Josie Gone. You go to St. Paul Lutheran?
Yes.
Okay, and you won the coloring contest.
Yep.
You know how cool that makes you? You're like the coolest guy in the whole school now. Don't let anybody tell you different, okay? All right. Was there the picture in the Southeast Missourian, or did you have to draw one yourself?
Here's a picture.
Okay. What was the picture of? Can you tell me?
A police car and a police dog.
Okay. So it's a picture where the police car is there. It's like the dare car, right?
Yep.
The really cool dare car. That's awesome. And then you colored it. You just sent it in.
Yep.
And they picked you. How'd that make you feel?
Good.
Good? For like 5 minutes, or are you going to feel pretty good for a long time?
Feel pretty good for a long time.
That's a good job. Good job. How old are you, buddy?
8.
You are 8. And did you do this in school, in class?
No, I did it at my house.
Okay, because you know there were 40 people who entered in your category, and you won over all of them. That's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's pretty awesome. He's such a little cutie. What do you want to be when you grow up?
I started like making movies I started playing out movies
When you were little?
when I was 3.
Okay.
And I've been wanting to be a movie star.
Awesome. Well, you got the good looks for it, buddy. And now apparently you have the art that goes along with it. Good luck to you. I hope you are a movie star. And then will you promise to remember me when you get rich and famous?
Yeah.
I appreciate that very much. Everyone else has broken that promise. All right, I'll get back to you in just a moment, Josie. I want to talk to Madison Bonham now from St. Vincent. You won the poem contest, right?
Yep.
I know your dad. Did you know that?
No.
I sat by you in Red Lobster one time. My grandkids. Yeah, I watched you eat. I'm kidding. So, did you do this in school or at home?
School.
Okay. Did your teacher, like, give everybody one and everybody filled it out? Okay. So, do you have your poem with you?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to read that in just a second, so get ready. How old are you, Madison?
9.
And you go to St. Vincent. What, do you like your school?
Yes.
It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Tell me how great your teacher is.
Oh.
I'm just trying to help you get brownie points here, honey. Trying to make it even better for you. Did you know that 1 out of 56 people, yours was chosen as the best?
No.
Isn't that pretty amazing?
Yes.
That's a big number. That's like winning Miss America from 50 different states, you know? That's a pretty big deal. So I know that your dad is in law enforcement. What are you thinking you want to do when you grow up?
Be a doctor.
Really? Any specialty or just an overall doctor?
Doctor.
Okay. All right. And is there someone who inspires you in life to makes you want to help other people?
My aunt.
Your aunt? That's a good answer. Very sweet. All right, Madison, if you have your poem there, I'm sure love to hear it if you'd like to read it to me.
Okay. Please stop bad people, which I think makes them brave. When someone needs help, they are there to save. If someone breaks the law, please always answer the call. Police are nice, trustworthy, and strong. They work really hard all night and day. To sum up this poem, which I think is unique, I give praise to all police during National Law Enforcement Week.
Oh my goodness. That was ridiculous. That was so good, honey. Do you write a lot? Is that something you like to do?
No.
No, but you're pretty good at it. Gotta tell you. What's your favorite topic in school? What's your favorite class to study?
Math.
Math. Well, that's good that you're going to be a doctor then. You're going to need it. So you all are going to be going to the Law Enforcement Memorial when you leave here, aren't you?
Yes.
That's going to be pretty neat. So be prepared to feel pretty special when you get there, okay? All right. Now let's talk to Gigi Meredith. Hi, Gigi.
Hi.
How old are you, honey?
I'm 11.
You're 11. And what school do you go to?
St. Vincent de Paul.
I would like to give a huge shout out to the parochial schools who take part in this event, and I'm going to give a poo-poo to the public schools who don't take part in it because they should. And this is a huge way to intertwine law enforcement with the young people of our community, and it's a beautiful thing that your teachers are doing by having this in your school. All right, what grade are you in, Gigi?
I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, and you got first place out of dozens of entries in the essay contest. Yeah, did you write this at school?
No, I wrote it at home.
Okay, did you put a lot of hard work into it?
Yes.
Do you have it with you?
Yep.
Okay, I'd love to hear it if you'd like to read it for me. Does it have a title?
Yes.
Okay, tell me the title and then go ahead and read it.
Policemen and women. Policemen and women do so much for us. They sacrifice their lives every day just for you and me. I think of them as our guardian angels on earth. They help us stay safe and know that we are safe. The other day our school was broken into and they were right on the scene. They dropped everything just to protect us. They are always making sure we are okay. I am glad that we have a Memorial Day for every one of these police men and women that have lost their lives in the line of duty. I wish I could go to every policeman and woman and say thank you. I am very glad that we have so many brave people in our world to risk their lives for us. Policemen and women are always happy, too. Every time I see one, they always have a smile on their face. In conclusion, I would like to say thank you to every policeman and woman.
That was absolutely great. All three of you are extremely talented and wonderful, and I know your parents are very, very proud of you. I'm proud of you, and I just met you, so I can't imagine how much they must be feeling about this. What do you want to do when you grow up, Gigi?
I want to be a photographer.
Okay, and for any particular type of thing?
Mostly family and animals.
Okay, well that's a good goal to have because everybody likes to document their life with pictures, right?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Doug, I'm going to have you jump over to the microphone there on the end. Doug Austin is with Seniors and Lawmen together, and you put together this law enforcement memorial. It's a beautiful thing that you do, Doug. Thank you.
One of my favorite things throughout the entire year is to work on this program with our law enforcement people.
Okay, so what's going to happen today? Is there a ceremony taking place?
Yeah, it's at Cape Bible Chapel. This is our second year to be at Cape Bible Chapel, and it starts at 10 o'clock. It'll last usually about an hour and a half, depending on the emotions of the people at the time. But it's about an hour and a half program starting at 10 o'clock, and we'd welcome everyone to come and be a part of this honor.
When he says program, folks, it's pretty involved in what happens there. I know I've been to quite a few of these over the years, and it's very emotional.
Well, this year we're specifically honoring the 48 police officers that have given their life in the line of duty from this area, and we not only honor them, but we honor their family members with special recognition, special seating, special attention to those family members that it was their people that gave it all.
Mm-hmm. And they really did give it all. I mean, they lost their lives in the line of duty. You say there are 48 from this area, and it goes back throughout history, correct?
It goes back, I think, to 1848 is our first record, and we keep, for the last 2 years we've not discovered more, but for a while we were always discovering another person that we had missed, so if anyone has any of that type of information, we'd be really pleased to get it so we could add those to the list.
Nice. And these are people who not just passed away because lives come and lives go, but it is someone in the line of duty.
Specifically killed in the line of duty.
Okay. 48's a pretty big number.
Yes, and unfortunately it is.
Okay. So what made you start this whole program, and how long have you been doing it?
I retired in 2000 and moved to Cape Girardeau because this is where I wanted to live. Mm-hmm. And I met Roger Fields, and he's the one that got me involved in this program.
Roger was like that. He was, we lost Roger earlier, that's why there's a little choking up going here, not to the line of duty, but to health issues, and he's sorely missed. And it's funny you mentioned him because I was just looking through pictures of law enforcement and the kids coming in from years past, and he's in all of them. So he will be sorely missed, and hopefully they'll mention him at least at the ceremony.
Yes, it will. And we're also planning, and this is in the early stages, but we're planning a memorial service for Roger at the park with the monuments of these 48 people that have given their life sometime in late fall. We just want to take our time and let our emotions settle a little bit and do it in a proper way that everyone would be proud of.
And as far as the Southeast Missourian Junior, who's integral in you doing this contest?
Oh, without Cheryl Ellis, we could never make it with her in the Southeast Missourian Junior. And I might add that this year, we've had more kids involved than we've ever had. We had 126 of these young people involved this year. And that's one of our goals is we say we will never forget these police officers. This will ensure the generations coming up that we will never forget. And we're really proud of every one of these kids.
Yeah. How do you go about picking winners? Because if you've got 126 kids entering coloring contests, poem and essay contests, that's a lot to go through.
We take 2 or 3 of our police officers, we take a couple of SALT members and 2 or 3 family members, and we gather up and just spread them all out on a table, and we start reading and looking. We laugh, we cry, we shed a tear, we come back, we start all over. It's about a 3.5 hour process at least to get through this, but it's a very rewarding program.
Yeah, and I bet when you're reading that, you are shocked and amazed oftentimes about how much these kids actually do appreciate and feel for their law enforcement friends.
It's just mind-boggling and emotionally overwhelming sometimes with the knowledge that these kids have of the sacrifice that law enforcement people make.
And we have several officers in studio with us right now, too. I'm going to have Joey Hand come up to the microphone, if you would, Joey. I know you weren't expecting to have to talk, but I'm going to make you anyway. Isn't it neat the way these kids have just taken time out of their day, and they're so excited and proud to be the winners, obviously, but they actually had to write this stuff, so there was some heartfelt thought going into this.
Yeah, and I read these for the first time actually here in the studio before they read them live, but I mean, it's touching. They pour their hearts out, and it's a nice tribute.
Yeah, and she talks about how they're always smiling. I'm going to argue with her on that one. I know enough cops to know they're not always smiling.
No, but that's a
myth.
When I read that line, actually, that was one thing that I really liked. I mean, we don't get everything right in law enforcement, but when it comes to kids, we like to make sure we give them special attention. So the fact that she sees us in that light is pretty impressive.
It is special, and you know I'm teasing you, because
Right.
I'm a friend of law enforcement. So I think it's very, very cool that the kids do see you in a positive light. Thanks, Joey.
Mhm.
And I want to come back to you, if I could, Gigi. When your school was broken into, it was very scary for you, wasn't it?
Yes,
And so how did you feel when the police officers then showed up?
I felt safe.
Yeah, because you knew they weren't going to let anything happen to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. All right, everybody, if you want to get to the Law Enforcement Memorial, it is at Cape Bible Chapel. Doug, I'm going to have you jump up again because I didn't write the time down. But what time is it?
10 o'clock this morning, so you still have time to make it.
Okay, 10 a.m. They will have the Law Enforcement Memorial. You will do the last call for the souls who are lost.
That's correct. They will all be mentioned by name with specific special recognition.
All right. Love the blue coat today, too. You did that for me, didn't you?
Exactly right. Go Cowboys.
Awesome. That's right. All right, kids, I'm very, very glad that you came in today. I'm very excited for you for being the winners. I love that you shared your work. Josie Gahn, I think that your picture is beautiful. Thank you for coming in today.
You're welcome.
Awesome. Also, I want to thank you, little Miss Madison Bonham, for coming in, and your poem was absolutely beautiful. Thank you. And you too, Gigi Meredith. They are from St. Vincent. The girls are from St. Vincent, and Josie is from St. Paul. Gigi, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. They are going to be at the Law Enforcement Memorial, 10 a.m. You still have about an hour to get there, folks, but do go now because you're going to need to get a seat. This thing is very well attended. Thank you to seniors and Lawmen Together, the SALT program, to Joey and everybody else who's in studio that helped put this together for the Law Enforcement Memorial Contest. If you'd like your child to compete, the Southeast Missourian Junior does this every year, and you can get a copy from them if your child isn't doing it at school. It's $8.55. Good job, you guys.